Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. So Blockchain Trucker posting this. You guys remember when XRP ran to $1.96? Oh yeah, those were the good old days. Waiting for those days to return, hopefully this year. I don't know. I mean, guys, the crypto market has been looking very, very grim as of late. But in today's video, I'm going to take a look at some new analytics, some new predictions, some new models, some new theories to suggest where the cryptocurrency market could be going on spec specifically, but also, guys, taking a look at some models with regards to real value and what the real valuation is of coins like XRP. So I guess first we should start off by saying, the market is looking fairly depressed. XRP trading right now at about 59.5 cents. Just last week, it was also below 60 cents. And now today, XRP is finding support in and around that price point as well. So I've got a blue horizontal line here on the chart, and that's just demonstrating essentially the lowest point that we saw XRP go to after that high of $1.96. It did come right back down to about 50 cents. So we haven't actually broken to new lows on the macro time frame. This is good. But the bigger thing, guys, that I want to point out is that everything is moving in tandem, and I know I sound like a broken record, but just hear me out for a second. Take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin right now trading at $35,800. Everything is taking a bit of a hit right now, including traditional markets. So there was a tweet here from DC Toshline saying another cretin with a large following who I don't follow. It always creeps onto my timeline when the market looks bad, trying to get people to panic sell. This is BSTA. Now, DC Toshlines is bullish on crypto, and Kaleo has a bit of a bearish outlook, but I want to kind of put things into perspective with this Kaleo tweet. Even if you don't agree with his perspective on the crypto market in general, he says, "Sir, BTC and ETH are practically SPX proxies at this point. If you actually believe I have influence on trillion-dollar markets, then you're wrong. Why am I replying to someone, you might ask? Because I actually do care about the people that follow me or that see my content." Now, take a look at what he says up here. BTC and ETH are practically SPX proxies at this point. Now, the SPX, the S&P 500, or the SPY, let's bring up SPX here for a second. You can see stock markets, guys, collapsing. Stock markets are crumbling, similar to what we saw back in March of 2020. That's actually a good example. If we go back to March of 2020, you can see what markets were doing at that time. And as you can see, the SPX collapsed significantly. And when you take a look at that collapse, we did see about a 35% correction, similar to what we saw in the total cryptocurrency market. Here, let me just take a look at that real quick here. Going back to March, this was March 2020 in crypto, and the crypto market saw a 64% correction. So here's the thing. Crypto markets are moving in tandem, as Kaleo says. They are kind of running as SPX proxies. Nevertheless, there is reason to believe that cryptocurrency markets are more robust than traditional markets. Of course, we have a great financial reset kind of underway, and so we've got to consider that. Who is going to thrive? What is going to survive, guys? Cryptocurrency, that new asset class, moving into this coming decade. Traditional stocks, I mean, I don't know. I really don't know how they are going to fare over the next 10 years or so. But cryptocurrencies, I have confidence just based on everything we've been hearing right now. I know it's not looking great. And, I'm not even going as far as saying that cryptocurrencies are going to collapse as much as traditional markets. Even just bringing up the S&P again real quickly here, you can see we already did rebound to that 702 right up here after that first low. Okay, bringing it up here, and now it actually has gone below this level here, so making lower lows here. Compare that to the cryptocurrency market. Let's just bring up the total cryptocurrency market, including Bitcoin, and you can see that that trend is not similar at all. We haven't retraced to the 702. We haven't broken down to lower lows. So, taking the crypto market compared to the S&P 500, I feel like this is a more robust market. We are holding this level here. And yes, although we did have a fairly bearish day, it's okay, guys. We're going to make it. Analyst here also saying, we are at the beginning of a third impulse phase for the second great historical cycle. So just taking a look at Bitcoin again, what he is noticing here. First great cycle incorporating two bull and bear markets, actually, and now we are in the second great cycle. So this is just another perspective on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, the crypto market. So way back in 2012, 2013, that was the first impulse. We did see a correction, and then the second impulse throughout 2014. Okay, this is a very, very zoomed out view, and this is what T Analyst is noticing here. Very zoomed out view. Then we had that bear market, that extreme correction. And since this is happening over years, it felt like, oh, we're in a bull market, we're in a bear market, we're in a bull market, we're in a bear market. But he's actually seeing something different here. So here, take a look at this. The accumulation phase. That happened during 2015 to 2016, and then finally the third impulse up. If we compare that to what we have seen in recent years, okay, so we had the bear market of 2018, 2019, we actually saw this impulse move, okay? Something that kind of stuck in our heads, at least it did in mine, because it wasn't really a bull run, but it was kind of a bull run, right? Then we had that correction, the second impulse move, which happened after the beer flu pandemic, shut down markets. We saw that collapse, and then that second impulse move. And now, guys, what's happening? We are reconsolidating, similar to what we saw over here. So we did correct. We actually did correct. Let's take a look at Bitcoin here real quickly here. We actually did correct significantly at this point in time. We did correct, the first time we corrected about 55%. The second time over here, what have we corrected now? We've corrected another 52%. So, this is ups and downs with 50% corrections. Definitely something to be paying attention to. However, we are not really breaking down and making new lows. So his theory is, are we going to see that next third impulse move to the upside? So just another perspective here, zooming out to get a big picture, a very big picture here. Each great historical cycle lasts 2,310 days. So is this the third impulse? I guess we've got to wait and see. Michael here at Val5 Links posting this. Crypto Trader says altcoins are also ready to pop. So, when you take all this stuff and you aggregate it, there is some good indications here that the market, the crypto market, still does have some steam left in it. A widely followed crypto analyst, this is Michael Van de Pope, told his followers, seems likely to me that the altcoin market capitalization is going to grow approximately 25 to 35% in the coming month as crucial support holds. So we are holding support. He did talk about Bitcoin, saying, if Bitcoin remains trading above 38,000, the leading crypto asset by market cap would continue moving upwards. Now, of course, we know Bitcoin has since gone down to 35,600, and Michael Van de Pope actually addresses that point. As long as we stay above 38,000, everything looks fine for further continuation. However, illustrating the daily volatilities of the crypto market, Bitcoin has dropped below 38,000 in the hours since Van de Pope's tweet. Van de Pope has updated his followers, and here's what he says now. Well, that's dropping fast here, and now the liquidity beneath the lows have been taken by Bitcoin price action. Level has to be reclaimed in this zone at 37,500, and that's the previous support zone. So level did go down, actually below. Bitcoin is trading right now at 36,900, at least as of the time of this article, and as I mentioned now, actually trading at 35,600. But guys, remember how volatile Bitcoin can be, and also remember, considering the price point that it's at, this is just a 10% correction, not really huge compared to what we've seen in the crypto market and what we've seen, when we've seen real corrections, they're 40, 50, 60, 70%. In the last bear run, we saw Bitcoin correct, I think it was 85%. So, again, perspective is everything. We are still holding support, and even just taking a look at the altcoin market, it is following Bitcoin, but it still could grow by 25 to 35% as per Michael Van de Pope. And then there's the obvious elephant in the room in the United States specifically. And I don't have to say this, but money in the United States, investors, millionaires looking to invest in the next big thing. Well, there are a lot of them in the United States, and they are not touching cryptocurrencies in a meaningful way until we see clarity. At least that's my personal opinion. We've heard of some dabbling in some crypto products, but okay, if I were to guess, it would be under 10% of what the potential money flow could actually be once we do get regulatory clarity. And Gary Gensler really isn't helping matters out. Tom Emmer posted this the other day, just a quick clip of Gary Gensler on MSNBC.
I think anybody in a job like the one I'm in should be technology neutral. We're not policy neutral, though.
Gary Gensler claiming that the SEC is very technology neutral, but not policy neutral, and Tom Emmer begs to differ. The SEC's announcement to nearly double the size of its crypto enforcement unit does not seem very technology neutral to me. Also, Tag bringing this up as well when Jay Clayton, remember when Jay Clayton said every ICO I've seen is a security? And then in December of 2020, he was the one who announced the lawsuit against Ripple and XRP, claiming that XRP is considered a security. Well, Tag brought this up. Ripple never had an ICO. They could only give away XRP. XRP existed before ICOs were even invented. And some screen grabs from some message boards from all the way back in 2013, the Ripple giveaway. Okay, and this was from Ripple Labs directly. I believe Vitalik Buterin also participated in this, giving his Ripple, or rather his XRP address here. And looks like Jed McCaleb also put in his address here for whatever reason. Anyway, I mean, the point is, this was a giveaway at this point in time. This was when Bitcoin was pretty much the only cryptocurrency that anybody knew about. And Ripple, as per David Schwartz here, was giving away XRP because essentially it had zero value. David Schwartz even said this was before ICOs were invented. Because XRP had zero value, we could only give it away. So he tweeted that on Twitter a few months ago, and he just posts his reference here from the Bitcoin Talk forum, where I'm assuming Tag got all these other snippets of great information. And in yesterday's video, I talked a little bit about the SEC and the library motion. I don't know if you guys caught that video. I'll link it up here in the top right-hand corner. Wilbur54, though, noticed something. Wait a minute, it is clear from the SEC's motion for summary judgment against library that they are making up the rules as they go along. And I also mentioned this. Why did we go from 4 prongs of the Howey test to 3? So Wilbur just asking that same question. 3 prongs of the Howey test? Well, T-Hole Betic actually has a theory here. SEC finds it more convenient to merge the last 2 prongs. They also do this in their framework for digital assets, in which they outrageously state federal courts define common enterprise as X, but the SEC actually decided it's simply just Y. So just to kind of bring that to your attention, common enterprise, courts generally have analyzed a common enterprise as a district element of an investment contract. In evaluating digital assets, we have found that a common enterprise typically exists. And just some other information here between the promoter and the body investor. The commission, on the other hand, does not require vertical or horizontal commonality per se, nor does it a view of common enterprise as a distinct element of the term investment contract. So I just, sorry to kind of go off topic there, but I just thought I'd bring that to your attention since I did just talk about it yesterday. I wanted to really focus, though. I kind of wanted to shift gears slightly to the SEC because, you know, despite Gary Gensler's comments here, we all know that this is going to have a huge impact on the crypto market and ultimately a huge impact on the price of cryptocurrencies moving forward. Stefan Hubert also posting this. So look at this. Ripple was also invited to Hinman's speech and gave their presentation on cross-border payments before his speech. Who bets that XRP was supposed to be mentioned in the SEC part? Can you imagine how awkward this whole situation must have been? Hence, the moderator's remark, that's surprising, that he didn't say anything about Ripple. So there's also that fact, I guess, just pointing to more corruption from the SEC. So, I mean, I can point out the corruption all day long. There are a lot of people in the XRP community that have uncovered lots of information suggesting how wrong the SEC is, and the SEC is feeling it now. Ripple is winning this case, guys. You know, despite how price is reacting right now for the cryptocurrency, for XRP in particular, this is still just a speculative movement based on Bitcoin price, and, you know, the real price accumulation, well, we're definitely going to see a pop once FOMO kicks in, once we do get a clear verdict. And also, I mean, it's just a matter of time too, you know, going back to this third impulse move until Bitcoin rallies, the altcoin rallies. It almost seems as though, and I mean, looking at this chart, it almost seems like it can be and has been predicted moving into 2023 and possibly even throughout 2024. Which got me scratching my head when Stefan Hubert mentioned this David Schwartz tweet. Remember about a year ago when Joel Katz told you to sell at the very peak? It confuses me until today. The tweet that he's talking about was from April 13th, 2021. Now, let me remind you, April 13th, 2021, would have brought us, get rid of that. Let's get rid of everything here. Would have brought us here, April 13th. Okay, that was this candlestick right here, April 13th, 2021. Okay, basically at the peak of the market. XRP was trading at a high of about $1.89, and it only went up a little higher after that to about $1.96 per coin. And here was the tweet. This is probably going to be my least popular tweet ever, but if you have life-changing amounts of cryptocurrency, please take some time to seriously consider selling some to reduce your risk and exposure. This is not any kind of prediction about what the market will do. However, David Schwartz ended up tweeting this essentially at the top of the market, and none of us thought that this was going to be the top. All of us thought, I think a large portion of us, I think it's safe to say, we thought that this was going to be the run to take us to our all-time high targets of $10 to $15 for XRP specifically. XRP Gator down here saying, it's called taking profits, and it was a good move if done then, a great move if you buy back now. Hard to believe people don't get this, but Stefan Hubert clarifying, I'm all for taking profits. What makes me confused is his timing. Yes, the timing. April 13th, 2021. How could he pinpoint it so accurately? Things that make me go, So then that brings me to this, guys, from Michael at Val5 Links, and this prediction just happened a couple of days ago. Apparently, a product comparison platform on Finder.com published a Ripple XRP price prediction report that polled 36 fintech specialists. According to the findings stemming from the participant panelists, Ripple, or rather XRP, could jump to $2.55 by the end of December 2022. So this, to me, again, kind of falls in line to where we could start to move in this third impulse. If we start to see Bitcoin rally, then we'll start to see XRP rally. Of course, that does not take us to our all-time high. However, where does that take us? Let's throw Fibonacci here on the XRP chart from the top of the last bull run all the way down to the trough. And that brings us somewhere in between, where is it? I guess in around here, right? The 0.702 and the 0.786. So in and around here would be roughly $2.55. I mean, that seems to make sense, and that's technically only a few months away now. Third impulse move to the upside, so let's see if we can glean anything else from this. So Finder's report gives a short and long-term Ripple price forecast stemming from 36 panelists. They are saying $2.55 by December of 2022. The panelists' predictions say that XRP could be worth $3.61 by 2025 and $4.98 by 2030. Those predictions don't sound too great. Roughly 23% of experts said it was the time to buy Ripple, 45% said people should hold, and 32% of the 36 participants said people should sell XRP. Much of the forecasts, however, are entirely dependent on whether or not Ripple Labs either settles or wins the lawsuit with the SEC. The study's participants said that if Ripple Labs loses the suit, then we could see an XRP of about 68 cents by December 2022. So that is not sounding terribly promising. The $3.61 by 2025 and the $4.98 by 2030. I mean, I guess to some standards that might be good for some investors, but I think we are expecting a lot more. Now, this, guys, let's not forget, this just has to do with a spec market, and even some of these analysts are saying stuff like the XRP token is worthless for anything other than speculation. This coming from Matthew Harry, the head of funds at Digital X Asset Management. The underlying technology is terrific, but the token itself does not currently have a use. It simply attracts speculators as it is cheap and an easily digestible value prop, none of which is borne out in the token. So right off the bat, they've got some facts wrong here. I wanted to bring you guys to the Finder.com website, and although I do appreciate their prediction of $2.55 by December, I personally think we are going to see this rally even further. But I mean, they do have a wide array of professionals here, CEOs from different companies like Morpher, Trader Cobb, Cypherpunk Holdings, Alpha 5, NDAX. So a lot of these people are cryptocurrency savvy. We also have Associate Professor of Nottingham Trent University, Jeremy Chia, Assistant Professor at the City University of Hong Kong, Simon Trimborn, so some academics as well. And here was their Bitcoin price prediction for last year, okay? 2021, they were forecasting a $72,000 Bitcoin by July. And we never saw that, but that price prediction was obviously more lofty than the XRP price prediction. How about December 2021, $94,900, so almost $95,000 for one Bitcoin. So to me, it sounds as though that maybe these guys are a little bit more Bitcoin focused, more Bitcoin centric than the other altcoins, considering, they don't even understand the true functionality and the true utility of coins like XRP. The biggest takeaway, though, that I want to bring to your attention here, though, is the $2.55 XRP by December 2022. And why I want to focus on that is because if they indeed are assuming that a spec market will continue to bring prices up for altcoins and for Bitcoin, as of today, guys, that would be roughly the equivalent of about a 326% increase for XRP. This also falls in line with Analyst's prediction here of this third impulse move. The third impulse move essentially assuming that we are going to continue to see a bull run throughout the end of 2022 into 2023 and throughout up until the end of 2024. At least that is the broad prediction here. So on the one hand, the price, not so great, but on the other hand, these guys are also predicting that we are going to see a cryptocurrency uptrend and not a downtrend over the next few years. So some other things, though, that I just wanted to bring to your attention with regards to the XRP price and why I think it's going to do way better than $2.55. Just wanted to bring you this. Ripple becomes one of the biggest buyers of XRP. So just going back to this report, their Q3, Q4 report in 2021, Ripple has been buying back XRP or purchasing more XRP throughout these quarters. Q3 2021, we obviously saw that price go up, and then Q4 2021 also we saw XRP purchases by Ripple increase, and now also into Q1 of 2022, we are continuing to see Ripple accumulate more XRP. That could only mean to me that XRP demand is going to skyrocket in the coming years, if not months. More demand for XRP obviously means that it will command a higher price. Also, don't want to go over this entire thing because it is quite lengthy, but I wanted to bring this to you guys from Fredo Whitefox on Twitter, an exploration, crypto risk factors, relevance to price, and the multifaceted nature for the crypto market, looking at Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP for overlap and differences in social impact, technology, and macroeconomic factors. So he explains it here quite well, but it's a very dense piece. I will link it in the description for you guys if you're interested. But what he essentially mentions in this tweet thread is the utility, the technology, and also external factors like FOMO, influencers like Elon Musk, how, the price of these coins end up going up because of all these factors, but then the coins all need to fall kind of within their true value. So, he explains that, all the types of factors that are involved here. But with regards to Ripple, for example, he talks about Ripple's liquidity hub, even looks like an arbitrage bot that consolidates findings for the best price instead of profiting the spread. An arbitrage-focused business would just need the selling ability, but could also provide liquidity to RippleNet. XRP is correlated to BTC, that we know for sure. So right now, of course, the spec market's still following Bitcoin. The Bitcoin price affects every coin. Sometimes a few will break out, but I have yet to see a coin break out long term and sustain it. If anything, it is more common to see a setup to new levels and then find a new price correlation. In conclusion, I am still compiling the data to prove this, but it seems that the XRPL's tech efficiency, coupled with the SEC lawsuit, negative market sentiment slowly shifting, and native arbitrage opportunities will conspire to enable a low price. So what Fredo Whitefox here is suggesting is, right now we are in a situation, a negative situation, where we don't have a real-world utility, we don't have a positive outcome for the SEC lawsuit. Market sentiment is also very low, not just for XRP, but for all cryptocurrencies. So the price right now, artificially low. XRP and other efficient chains will have a harder time with price appreciation until they reach a watershed moment in usage, adoption, or tech change. A lack of regulatory clarity is hurting price, but long-term the XRPL has a lot of room to onboard new use cases per the price. So guys, it's ultimately going to be up to utility to bring XRP price up to triple digits, maybe even further. I am optimistic though, even though I do not believe that $2.55 is it. I'm happy to hear that 36 analysts are still seeing that throughout the end of 2022 into 2023, we are going to continue this bull run. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.